Live from New York City, it's Wendy Williams. Today, it's Hot Monday, and Wendy's serving up a full hour of her juicy hot topics. Plus, real-life hot topic, Porsha Stewart dishes about her divorce from Cordell and all the drama going down in Atlanta. And Diana Madison has the inside scoop on how Kanye is controlling Kim's entire life. Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you for being here. Great. You heard about Miley Cyrus last night at the Europe Music Awards? We'll talk. And Ciara, dear darling Ciara, I've got a warning for you. Plus, we're gonna break down last night's Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topic. Happy Veterans Day. And thank you to those past and present who serve our country. Do we have any veterans in the audience? Oh, so I was in Las Vegas this weekend for a few hours. Then I came back. I hosted the red carpet for the Soul Train Awards, which, you know, they tape everything and then it'll air December 1st. The Soul Train Awards are going to be on Centric and BET, and I ran into, that's the dress that I wore. Remember? I told you I wasn't sure whether I was gonna feature side boob or not. You know, I was just pulling your leg. Anyway, and what I loved about being on the red carpet is that I ran into a lot of people that I'd never met before, like Dionne Warwick. Although I had met Chaka Khan before, it was nice having another conversation with her. Keith Sweat and Faith Evans and people like that. So it was a really nice time. You know, thank you, Soul Train people, for letting me do that. And the Soul Train Awards airs Sunday, December 1st on Centric and BET. Okay. All day I cooked yesterday. If you follow me on Facebook, then you know. I get started on Sundays at 12 o'clock. I made the ribs that, who came by and showed us the ribs? Not Bobby, Rocco DeSpirito. Did you look on wendyshow.com? That's where I copied the recipe when Rocco was here. So I made ribs, I made chicken, I made lamb chops again, and a whole bunch of vegetables, no starch. And then I had the kitchen clean in time to watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta last night. A few observations. First of all, you know, Kandi confronted her mother, Joyce, about how she's feeling very distrustful regarding Kandi's fiance, Todd. Well, Joyce did not back down. Take a look, and then we'll talk.
You dogged him out. You treat him mean. You made him feel uncomfortable in his own house.
That's your house.
It's our house.
But don't let nobody take advantage of you like that. Stop saying our house.
Let me talk.
You paid for that house.
You don't let me talk.
He ain't giving you a dime. He's sleeping, eating on you.
Todd, you pays the monthly bills in that house.
You buying the food.
You don't know who buying what at our house.
Okay. I am distrustful of Todd as well and his intentions. However, Joyce, I have to say, but out of a grown woman's life and mind your own business. What are you doing? You know? She did make a valid point, Joyce did, that she said, well, if Kandi were to choke on a chicken bone, then, you know, Joyce was implying then who would take care of her, meaning Joyce. So that does need to be in the paperwork, Kandi. But, you know, Joyce, you've been doing this for a long time with your daughter. You're all in her love life. You try to tell her the way you see it, and Candy, you should have nipped that attitude from your mother in the bud many, many years ago. I've got a big mouth mother, but one thing that she has never done, surprisingly, come to think of it, she's never butted into my love life, and she's always supported whatever it is that I want. You know, when I was ready to divorce, my mother was the first soldier in line, like, come on, get her done, you know? When I met my husband, who is from a different side of the tracks than from where I'm from, he perhaps was not a person that my parents pictured me with, but they never piped up about it. You know, Mommy and Daddy, I know you're watching. I appreciate that about you, and you know, never. Joyce, mind your own business. Your daughter's taking care of her own life. All due respect. Anyway, and then I noticed last night, you know, first of all, Kenya did break the girl code. We already talked about this. You don't text somebody else's husband when you've got no business or reason to be texting. But she will never understand that, which is why, for the most part, all she will ever be is a gorgeous woman, but you will not see romantic success until you learn how a woman is supposed to act at 40-something years old regarding men. You know, she's very beautiful, and she's even very well-spoken. But after a while, that gets tired, especially when you get into your 40s. I just, you know, she's like the girl you do on the weekends, not the girl that you marry. We've all been single, honey. And those of us know, we know who we are in terms of the placement and how men look at us. She's the weekend girl. She's not the keeper, unfortunately. And she's a little crazy, so, you know. And then Phaedra, you make great looking babies. But Phaedra, please get off the show. Just leave, just leave. I hate her storyline, you know what I'm saying? I leave the room, I go brush my teeth, I come back. And then Cynthia, same thing. I leave the room to take my shower, and then I come back. But the thing about Cynthia, I want her to stay on the show. You wanna know why? Because even though she's boring as I don't know what, and Peter was so not supportive last night and just made me wanna vomit. You know, she's got these fibroids and he's all acting non-supportive. But you know why Cynthia's good on the show? Because they need a nice, calm character that soothes everybody and is a good friend. And if there's one thing that Cynthia is, she's a good friend. Yeah. Mama Joyce even tried to turn Riley, the little girl, against Todd. See, Joyce, just no. Look at, whoa, 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 whoa. I love that, Riley. Anyway, so the MTV Europe Music Awards were on last night. They were actually on in this country as well. Did you watch? Well, Miley Cyrus stole the spotlight by wearing a revealing dress on the red carpet. See, I love this. Why not? She's 21 years old. She's making money hand over fist. She's been famous all of her life. And even before she was famous, she came from a bit of privilege being, you know, that man's daughter. But, sorry, senior moment. Billy Ray Cyrus's daughter. Anyway, I love this outfit. And there's Biggie and Tupac. Let's see the back of the dress. Turn it, okay. But if you could, and you were 21 and had the world in the palm of your fingers, wouldn't you be doing it too? No, wait, no, you don't have to agree with me or Suzanne screaming.
Yeah, I wear that.
No, you'd wear it, we already talked about it. I'd wear it too.
Absolutely.
If I could. Look, and I was 21. Clap if you think that this is just distasteful and terrible. Everybody's trying to be high class, but you won't know about that situation unless you were in her shoes. Anyway, during the performance, she twerked on stage with a little person. Watch. I don't like her outfit, though. I don't like Miley's dress and those stupid shoes she's wearing. The little person's outfit's better. Yeah. And then the biggest spark of controversy is when she accepted her award. Now, let me just tell you this. The part about smoking whatever that is she's smoking, by the time they edited it down and it played here in the United States, because remember, this award show, I didn't tell you this, came from Amsterdam. They were all over in Amsterdam, where weed is, legal, along with many other things that are legal. And then when they played it here at 7 o'clock at night, they had edited out the smoking part. But thanks to YouTube and a good Hot Topics team, we got it for you. Go ahead.
You know, I couldn't fit this award in my bag, but I did find this. So thank you guys very much. Good night, everybody. Thank you. EMAs, thank you for having me. I love y'all so much.
The walk away is just, look at this walk, head to toe. The walk away is good. Now look, now listen. I am tired of being the old curmudgeon hating on this girl, so I'm officially down with the Miley movement. I'm sorry. You don't have to agree. You can look at me and say, Wendy, really you? Yeah, really me. Here's my deal. First of all, we know that she smoked something, with salvia or whatever. We saw it in the bong on the internet and everywhere. That's the first thing. The second thing is that this woman has us talking when there were so many other stars there, from Robin Thicke to Snoop. Nobody's talking about them. Everybody's talking about this. And she can sing, and she has to be provocative. She's in a very competitive field. She's got to be provocative. And for you all who say, well, what about her young fans? Her young fans have mothers and fathers. Raise your own kids while this girl goes out and has fun. Sorry. You know, if that was weed, weed is not the worst drug out here. Now, if she was mainlining heroin, we got a few Chiba puffers in aisle 2. Okay, okay. Don't judge me because I like the girl though, but you know. Anyway, okay, Brooke Mueller and Charlie Sheen's twins have a new home. And, well, you know his ex, Denise Richards, his other baby's mother, he reportedly gave up guardianship of the twins because of their propensity to violence, you know, taking, you know, the dogs and her own kids and the walls. And so Denise said, I've had it. I cannot take control of these kids anymore. So now Brooke's brother, Scott, her brother, Scott, has stepped in and has been awarded temporary guardianship. And I know what you're saying. Well, who is Scott and why should we trust him? Well, first of all, anything's better than the kids' parents because Charlie and Brooke are a mess. But Scott is now living in the home with Brooke. Scott is married to an OBGYN. He himself is a CEO of some sort of company with a long dossier of what they do. They also have children of their own. This Scott, they have like an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old or something like that. So it's temporary custody. Brooke has got to stay sober until Christmas time, and then she'll regain custody of her twins. Now, listen, I don't know about you, but in the holiday season, it must be difficult for anybody to stay sober. That's number one. The other thing is she's only been out of rehab for a month. So I still wouldn't trust her, even at Christmas time, to have the kids. But that's our court system for you. Brooke, incidentally, you know, you are a very, very attractive woman for 42. But she's 32. Leave those drugs alone. She just completed her 21st time in rehab, you know, at 32 years old. So let's just hope that it works this time, Brooke. So who here loves Ciara? Clap. Then why don't you buy her music? See? She sings for her life. Her record sales are always so poor. Yes. We need that dress here. Anyway, she's engaged to Future. That's Future. The problem is Ciara, honey bun, he has 3 kids with 3 different women. 2 of the kids had to take paternity tests, allegedly, because nobody was sure of who the kid's father was. The kids range in age from 11, and then there's one who's 4, and there's one that's 2. Future is 29, which means that, you know, he was quite young when he had that first one. He's worth $2.5 million. Look, he's a very successful young man, But success, schmuck smash. You know, we have ourselves a hot 28-year-old chippy right here in Ciara. She is successful in her own right. They say that she's worth $15 million. She has no children, and anyway, look, if it's not a problem for Ciara, then I guess it's not a problem for us. However, I just don't like this idea. She apparently gets along pretty well with everybody. Here's Ciara, and this one right over here is one of the baby's mothers. And then this is Future's sister, and then this is another baby's mother. And then there's Ciara. And then remember, there's another baby's mother somewhere out there, but you know, it's just a lot. Like for those of you raising daughters, or those of you, you know, in your 20s and datings, I've always had a rule and I stuck to it. I said I would not date guys with kids until I'm 30 years old. 30. I mean, all right, I take that back. Not date, like a little dinner. You know, you compartmentalize. You know what he's for. I'm not marrying him. I'm not marrying him. He's cute and he's taking me for dinner. Let's go. But, you know, my parents, you know, dragged their knuckles to raise us and put me in college and my siblings and, you know, try to give us all the information that we need so that when we do finally present ourselves to the world and to the man, that we're good catches. And I just think it's a lot. Do you think that she's doing the right thing by marrying a guy with 3 kids and 3 babies' mothers? Clap if you think that's okay. Yeah, I just don't think it's fine at all. If she was my daughter, I'd be like Mama Joyce. I'd go get right behind, I would be nosy and tell her, don't do it, don't do it. Oh my God. And the thing that you have to think about when you marry somebody who already has kids, and you're in your 20s, it's fine if you're in your 30s or 40s or whatever, but you know, that 11-year-old is gonna be the first one to go to college, the first one to get the car. What if the money's run out by the time my kids, well, you laugh. But you must have futuristic vision when you're dealing in life. Ciara, that's all. So, there are 2 new Barbies designed after Jennifer Lopez. In my opinion, they're missing a lot. All right, let's take a look at the picture of the first. Yes, there's the first one. I see missing realness of what Jennifer looks like. That doesn't look like Jennifer. And missing booty. And missing body in general. Did we catch her breathing hard? What is that, a gut? No. No, she's dancing hard and breathing hard. They caught her at a bad angle. That doesn't look like Jennifer Lopez. Does that look like Jennifer Lopez to you? Are you insulted that Mattel did not include the curves? I'm insulted by that. Let's see the other Jennifer Lopez doll. Do you like that one? It doesn't look like her at all. It's insulting almost. It doesn't look like her. Yeah, somebody said horrible. Might be, I think it's the same lady who smoked the weed. It's coming from her area. All right, now my observation is take a look at these dolls side by side. They don't even look related to one another. Mattel, we love you, but that's an insult. Yeah. So Zoe Saldana, everybody, secretly got married to this Italian artist by the name of Marco over the summer. Oh, you didn't know this? Well, okay, well, here's the thing. They only dated for a couple of months, and then they got married right away. Now, you know she was in an 11-year relationship. You know, she's like 35 years old. She had an 11-year relationship that apparently didn't go anywhere because she didn't end up marrying the fella. And then, you know, she was on and off with Bradley Cooper. But now she met, so after being on and off with Bradley, then she meets this guy, and after dating for only a few months, they got married. And he's showing off his love for her in a very permanent yet creepy way. He's got a tattoo of her face on his forearm. See, I don't know, it's okay if you're that girl. I'm not that girl. This, to me, has the makings of a Lifetime movie where you're found, if I can't have you, no one can. I can appreciate love, but it's just kind of creepy. It's like Nick Cannon having Mariah's name sprawled across his back like that. You know, a little something tasteful in a heart is one thing, but, you know, I don't know, that's like creepy love. Anyway, he is devoted to her. He was also spotted carrying her handbag. I like that my husband protests and won't do that. I like that. Like, you know, I'll have to, you know, hold it between my legs or put it around my neck or do something, but he will not touch the bag. Ironically, I spoke to a lot of the fellas around a lot of the non-gay men around the staff here, and they don't hold bags either. I don't know. Clap if you don't mind your man holding your bag. Clap. Okay. Anyway, I love all the different opinions. That's why I always do polls by clap. Anyway, look, we've got a terrific show for you today. And an entire hour of juicy hot topics. Plus, we've got our real life hot topic, Porsha Stewart, here to break down last night. We're gonna get to the bottom of all the drama with Porsha and Cordell, but up next from hollyscoop.com, Diana Madison is here, and she's gonna join us with the inside scoop on how Kanye is controlling Kim's entire life. Keep it here. Welcome back. It's time for the inside scoop here with some juicy stories from hollyscoop.com. Say hello to our friend Diana Madison. What's the tea? What's going on?
Well, there's a lot going on. I know you know, the Kardashians, even in the news. I've got some scoop on them. So there's reports out there that Kanye West is controlling Kim Kardashian from what to wear, what to, you know, what to speak with people. If she's like doing appearances like the Jay Leno show or, you know, even with the wedding, like apparently he's controlling it. There's reports out there. But I have some inside scoop. We're breaking it here on the Wendy Williams show.
Okay.
This is exciting. I spoke to sources close to the couple, and they revealed to me that, you know, Kim Kardashian's been married twice before, and she's been there and done that. She's planned the weddings the way she's wanted to plan the weddings. This time around, according to my sources, she's so happy with her daughter. She's so happy with Kanye that she's okay if Kanye is taking the driver's seat and planning this wedding. Even though she is having her special touches on the wedding, she's just in a really good place where she's happy. They're excited.
She never looks happy. She never looks happy.
I mean, my sources say that they're just really excited. This is something that, like, they're looking forward to, and they're just, like, in a good place. And I guess these reports are disappointing that, you know, apparently she sounds like a robot. She's being told what to say.
Do her friends like him?
From what I hear, they do.
Okay.
And from what I hear, it's, like, very genuine, and they're just in a really good place. And, like, their daughter is their most important priority. And with the wedding, it's just a happy, festive moment.
So at one point, we talked about there was no prenuptial. But now I understand there is a prenuptial. So.
Well, there's reports out there that, you know, he's worth $100 million, and she's worth $40 million, which I think is a smart thing to do when there's a lot of money at stake to have a prenup in this day and age, too, and especially if you're in the entertainment industry.
Give some of those clauses.
Well, one of the clauses is a classy clause. This report says that apparently Kanye wants Kim to have a classy clause, which means she has to be, she can't embarrass him while they're married, and if they get a divorce, you know, she can't embarrass him in that process too, but these are just reports out there.
Is she able to, like, do nude photos and things like that? Is that part of the classy?
I think, you know, it's not that specific, and I don't know about that. I'm sure it's more like embarrassment, like doing something that he wouldn't approve of.
Well, that's subjective. All right, so enough about them. Let's go on to Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, yes. Well, he's, you know, he's in rehab, and there's reports that he's in Malibu at the canyons, and sources close to Chris Brown tell me that, you know, he wants to get healthy, wants to be in a good place. I've heard through people that know very well that it's really hard for him to go out because every time he goes out, there's someone that's trying to provoke a situation.
Because they know he's a hothead, and if he punches them right, they can get some coins off that. They used to do the same thing to crazy Mike Tyson back when he was crazy and he was fighting.
It's the same situation, yeah.
Right, yeah. Well, hothead, and why is he in rehab now? Because he just got in trouble, it's gonna look good for the courts? Does he really mean it?
There's reports out there that he's gonna be staying in court past his next court date, which is November 25th.
Okay.
So he could avoid jail time and, you know, to prove to the courts that he's seeking help, trying to get clean. But I do hear that he really does want to get in a healthy state of mind. He met with his probation officer last week with his lawyer, Mark Garagos, and he addressed the issue, which he has a big problem, which is his anger problem, you know.
That's easier to control than a drug problem. You know, an anger problem, really? If somebody pisses you off, you say pins and needles, needles and pins. It's a happy man that grins. And don't get mad.
Yeah, I know he's had so many issues, like in 2009 with Rihanna, he had the GMA issue, he had the altercation with Frank Ocean's associate at the parking lot of the music studio.
I just can't take him, and that excuse, all right. So that fight happened back in January,
Yes.
right?
And now apparently, you know, Frank Ocean's associate, Ciara Duarte, is suing Chris Brown for $2 million for emotional stress in regards to that situation.
Well, you know what? It sounds like a stupid lawsuit, but if Chris is going to continue to act out, then he's going to get more than just that lawsuit coming at him.
Well, and that's the thing, because Chris is now countersuing him, saying that, like, this guy provoked the situation. He's not going to get away with trying to make money off of him. So they are countersuing for unspecified damages, but him and his legal team.
All right, so Kelly Rowlands wants a baby.
Yes, this is
We love
exciting.
her.
Yes, you know, I actually spoke to her recently, and she said all my girlfriends are married. They all have kids. She's like, I'm getting the baby feeling. I want to
Yeah.
be married in the next 5 years.
Ooh, she's a pretty girl.
She is, and she actually revealed to me that she's dating someone and it's serious. And she was looking at my ring and saying, I want one of those. I want one of those. And she, so she says that who knows, it could happen in the next 5 years. She's looking forward to it. So
now, who's she dating?
well, rumor has it that she's dating Porsha T, the rapper, and
yeah.
she, you know, tweeted a picture, Instagram a picture,
Hi, Porsha.
giving him some love. So she didn't tell me if, you know, she was dating him, but she said she's dating someone.
Excuse me, there's a lot of judgment going on in the audience. You know, there's a lot of grumblings. Clap if you don't like this relationship. Why? Because he's not a count? Wow.
I know you would want her to be with the count.
I did want her to be with the count, but I just want her to be happy. And I like Pusha T.
Yeah.
He's from the Clips. I like him.
She seems like she's really happy.
Okay, well, so thank you for those great stories, Diana. For more information about everything in entertainment, go to hollyscoop.com. Up next, we've got our real-life hot topic, Porsha Stewart, in the building. Our next guest, everybody, is one of the Housewives of Atlanta, and she's quickly become the hottest topic in town. Take a look at a scene from last night's episode.
Randy just sent a message saying that Cordell is saying he's bringing my stuff tomorrow.
He's packing it?
Yes.
No.
Exactly. How you gonna pack my stuff? How low can he go? I just feel like he's doing anything he can possibly do to hurt me. Mommy,
What's going on?
why did Cordell tell his attorney to contact mine and tell me that he's gonna move my stuff over here tomorrow?
All this is him being his controlling self.
That's a pretty family, isn't it? Please welcome the newly single Porsha Stewart. Some shoe cam right off the bat.
right here?
Put both feet down. I like your whole outfit.
Thank you.
And you walked out of here with confidence.
Yeah, I feel good.
Marital strife does you well.
Well, thank you. Go through it and come out looking like a rose.
Now you moved back home with your mother.
Yes.
And you are in the master bedroom.
Yes.
You've kicked your mom to a guest room.
Well, actually, she wanted to. She wanted to. You know, she knows that I'm used to having, you know, a nice space. And not that her guest room wasn't, you know, accommodating, but she wanted me to feel extra, extra comfortable. And my mom totally spoils me, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the problem. Now, I'm gonna talk very honest. I mean, if I talk on Hot Topics in the purple chair, you gotta have the guts to say it right here.
Right.
Your behavior is less than smart. And I feel like no, I'm just saying, from my perspective as a fan, you are a gorgeous woman who has the world at your feet. You have no children, which is a plus in this particular situation because it makes for that 5-year thing that was called a marriage. That'll be over, but I think that you should live on your own. it seems like you've been coddled and spoiled by your mother and by Cordell, and that never helps us as women when we get out in the world.
That's true. But as you can see, no, that's true. But as you can see, my mom, she's very, very real.
I understand.
And so while she is making breakfast, she is laying that wisdom on me every morning. She is trying to strengthen me before I go back out. So, you know, she's doing the best that she can, and you know what? Sometimes when somebody knocks you so far down, your family and your support system is who brings you back up.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I would just like to have seen you move into like a one-bedroom downtown
Wendy,
Atlanta.
Keep watching, Wendy.
So, you know I will. It seems like Cordell wanted a 1950s housewife, a dutiful one who obeys and does that kind of stuff. Is that what you were giving him when you guys first got together?
I tell you what, if anybody decided to have be a 1950 wife, it was me.
Okay.
I was an independent woman, I had my own businesses, and I was the boss, and I had a lot of responsibility. So when I met a man that I could just cater to and just make him my world, I decided to be that way with him. I decided to make him and his son my everything. So that was all on me.
What's his son's name?
Ciara Stewart.
What grade is he in?
5th. Yeah.
And he was living there at the house with you?
Yeah, he came to live with us as soon as we got married. So right after we got married, he moved in.
Now, what was going on with his mother? What's going on with his mother?
Well, she moved to LA, so I stepped up. You know, I love my husband, so therefore I love your son. And, you know, I'm gonna take care of you. You know, I have to...
So, have you gotten any phone calls from her, perhaps, where you all have bonded as exes? You know, where she...
No, we haven't gotten
comparing
to that place.
stories.
We really, really haven't. I haven't had any communication with her whatsoever. You know, it was just difficult, you know, towards the end. And it's definitely difficult having a child in the middle of the situation, so.
What did you, is the divorce finalized yet?
No, in about 30 days, it'll be finalized, so.
And now, will you go back to Williams or will you keep Stewart?
I'm gonna keep Stewart.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep Stewart. A lot of people say, why give him his name? It's not his name, it's my name. You know, I was Porsha Williams, and I was at one point in my life before I got married. Marriage has taught me so much. I'm a whole nother woman now. So I'm gonna own that last name. It belongs to me.
Good for you, good for you. Now, we were reading that Cordell locked you out of the house. Because you came home late. Smelling a booze.
Well, not yet to that. But Nene and I did. We had a couple drinks. We had filmed all night. So, of course, we were at a get-together where they were filming. So when I got home, it was around, like, I guess 11 maybe? And I was on the phone with Nene while this happened.
Talking and driving?
Well, my car, I can talk through my car through the speakerphone.
Yeah,
so,
go ahead.
So anyway, we were talking, and I pulled up to the house, and there was a security guard there. I put in my driveway, he gets out the car, he's standing in front like, I have been told to tell you not to come into this residence. So it just got really, really ugly really, really fast.
Is Cordell gay?
What I can tell you is this. Whether he is gay or whether he is on the down low, that had nothing to do with our breakup. Quite honestly, to be very, very frank with you. The breakup had to do with the treatment that I was receiving as a wife.
Well, you know, there were rumors in the streets before you even met Cordell about Cordell being gay.
Since I was like 16 years old.
So, had you ever asked him, had you ever had that discussion during happy times of you being married?
I did. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know he was a football player because he was retired or whatever, so I didn't know about him until he came to a family event. And my uncle was taking pictures, so I found out at that point. A couple of family events later on, I just kept hearing so much about it. I said, I'm going to talk to him about it. There's no way I can move to the next step and not talk to him about this.
And when you talked to him, was he calm
we
or
were
did he
in
start
the car
breaking things?
Well, he just was very detailed about the whole situation. And at the end of it, he basically said there was no record. So I guess it can't be true because there's no record. So that's, I don't know, take what you want from that. That's what he said.
All right.
I love the faces.
Do you have any regrets?
Oh, your audience is off the chain, girl.
Oh, no, these are my co-hosts.
Y'all reading in the
How old are you, honey bun? 30?
I'm 32.
32.
Yeah.
Okay. You have about, but you only have about 2 more minutes for all this cuteness and less than smartness to just be, oh, Porsha needs help. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I can say this though. Last season, I understand that I came off as a little airy and all of that. But that was me because I showed one side.
I understand.
I was being a loving, catering wife, so people didn't see, you know,
Do you
who I
regret
really am.
being on The Housewives?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
And
I live by the motto, no regrets, just lessons learned.
That's a nice
That's
motto.
it. Yeah.
Porsha Stewart, everybody. Porsha Stewart, it will always be. The Real Housewives of Atlanta airs Sunday nights at 8 on Bravo. Up next, we're heading into the audience for some Hot Topics trivia. Don't miss it. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, it's time to play Hot Topics trivia. Let's meet our first contestant. What's your name?
Hi there, I'm Noelle. I'm from Reading, Pennsylvania.
Nice to have you here, Noelle. Okay, here's your first question.
All right.
Don't scream out the answer. How many times has Charlie Sheen's ex, Brooke Mueller, been to rehab?
Okay.
2, 10, or over 20 times?
Okay, she's kind of a hot mess, so I'm gonna go with C, over 20 times.
Yes! My producers work so hard, so I play these games right. Already I'm screwing up. All right, I'll get it right. All right, look, here's your next question.
Okay.
Jennifer Hudson, Jennifer Lawrence, and Pam Anderson recently got the same haircut. Was it A, a pixie, B, a bob, or C, a mullet?
Well, I would recommend that they all get a mullet. I think I'm gonna go with a pixie.
Let's see if she's right. Yes! Yes! Correct. Okay, here's your other question.
All right.
All right. Someone recently leaked a video of Justin Bieber sleeping next to A, a teddy bear, B, a hat, or C, Selena Gomez.
I think him and Selena are over.
Good. Do keep up.
So I'm gonna go with a teddy bear?
Let's see if she's right.
A hat.
Well, don't worry. Let's meet our next contestant.
All right.
Thanks, Noelle. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
What's your name? Where are you from?
My
Not the
name
pose.
is Tiffany. Yes. My name is Tiffany. I'm from Long Island, New York.
Excellent, Tiffany. Okay, here we go. Your first question. Jessica Simpson is reportedly worried that her sister Ashley is addicted to A, cosmetic surgery, B, shopping, or D, donuts.
Ooh, these are all problematic. Ooh, I'm gonna go with cosmetic surgery because she's in Hollywood.
Let's see if she's right. Yes, good. Good. Okay, here's your second question.
Yes.
All right, Olympic swimmer Ryan Lochte was seriously injured last week by a teenage girl, a hungry shark, or an armed robber.
And I'm gonna go with a hungry shark because he's always in the water.
Let's see if she's right. Aw, it's the teenage girl. You know, she did one of those running hugs and lifted her feet off the ground, and he fell down, and she fell down, and he messed up his knee, and now it screwed him up with the swimming.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Okay, now here's your third question. Atlanta housewife Candy Burris recently blamed her relationship problems on A, reality television, B, Kenya Moore, or C, me.
You are too fabulous. They're not gonna blame it on you. I'm gonna go with reality television.
Let's see if she's right.
Did she really?
Fabulous and messy. It was fun playing with both of you, and nobody's going home a loser. Everybody gets a Wendy shirt. There you go. Thank you, girls. Up next, everybody, it's time for Ask Wendy. Keep it here. Welcome back. We're still doing Ask Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good. How can I help?
Well, my name's Natalie, and I've been living with my roommate for about 4 months now. He's really great. We fit great, like really great together. However, he eats all of my food. I go grocery shopping. I do all the grocery shopping, and you know, you get home from work or from a long day, and you just are really excited about something.
Yes.
And I get home and it's gone. Yeah, I know, it's really bad. And he's a really good friend of mine, though, and I don't know how to approach him without causing tension, you know, with our friendship or in our living situation. So how do I say it in the nicest way possible without coming across, you know, as being rude?
Well, you have to have a house meeting. And the TV can't be on and the music can't be on. And he has to understand that you're serious, you know. You love him, he's a great roommate, but you know, you go grocery shopping and you come home and your food is gone. Suggest to him that maybe he'd give you a few dollars and you'll grocery shop, you know, buy him some things also.
I don't have a problem doing all of it.
Well, tell him that. I mean, your delivery is lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Don't seem,
Thank you.
You don't seem mean-spirited. So have a conversation with him sooner than later, because food ain't getting no cheaper. Keep it here, everybody. Up next, we're gonna reveal our Instagram winner of the day. Don't go away. Hi, it's time for Wendy's Instagram look of the day. The celebrity with the look is Ciara. And she's rocking that. I love the thigh-high boots. The thigh-high boots are a big, big deal, and she's doing hers, to me, just right. It doesn't look too tardy, you know what I mean? So we've got some Wendy watchers who put their own twist on it. Alexis is from New Jersey, and she paired hers with a sexy V-neck dress. She looks like Porsha, doesn't she? Anyway, we're gonna send you this diva fan, Alexis. Thank you so much for participating. If you want to have your look on Instagram Glam of the Day, just go to wendyshow.com for more details. We'll be right back after this. I love this show. Tomorrow, everybody, music superstars The Wanted are here. Plus, we'll have more juicy hot topics. And Wednesday, don't miss my exclusive sit-down with Perry Pebbles Reed. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.